Good morning, everyone. This is a very cold morning, but I've got more seeds to sow. A lot of what I'm going to do today are going to be purple plum radish seeds, and I also have watermelon radish seeds. I'm just doing a ton of those this year, and I'm continuously sowing them because I want to have a succession harvest. And it's pretty early in the morning, but it's very dark and very cold because of all of the smoke that's in the air. So I had to bundle up this morning. But a lot of my leeks and onions, I think those are Creole onions that I have on my website, heirloom.com. Those I sowed everywhere and they were just coming in. So I'm going to put the stuff next to them. And companion planting, there's two ways to think about it. You can think about it as a neutral relationship, putting radishes next to onions. They will do just fine together. Or you can think about it as a beneficial relationship, such as sowing radishes before you sow your pumpkins for pest control. So you can check an article I wrote about that on my website as well. And mainly what I'm doing this year is just a bunch of organic sowing. I am just not, and what I mean by that is like it's an artistic thing. Instead of doing straight rows and incredibly square beds, I'm just kind of having fun with it instead this year. Unfortunately, just there, I had heard something climbing over the fence and knocking over buckets, and it was just a constant chatter. So I went to see what it was. Hopefully it wasn't a predator, and it turned out to be one of my chickens. She had caught the biggest bug she's ever seen. So that a girl. She's just enjoying that. I just built a run for them yesterday, and I guess she just escaped from it. Anyways, it was a 4-foot high fence, but it was probably underneath. It wasn't tacked down all the way, and that's how she probably escaped. For the most part, it's to keep my goose in and the ducks because they're more susceptible to predators than the chickens are. They're just slower on land. But anyways, back to sowing my radish seeds because I had a ton of them in my little bowl, and I just want to get as many in as I can in every open spot there is. I'm not worried about anything looking too perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect garden. I'm just not worried about the look of it this year. I'm worried about, or I'm more interested is what I should say, about just having fun this year. You know, sometimes I think you just need a break. Sometimes it can get overwhelming trying to do too much of a garden some years, or trying to make it look too picture perfect for whatever you're posting, Instagram or YouTube. And I just am not going to care about it this year. I'm just going to have fun, and I'm going to get back to enjoying my garden, and that's it. There's one more thing that I'm going to be doing this year, as you've probably already seen if you've been watching my videos, is that I'm doing a lot of experimenting. So I'm seeing how big I can multi-sow radishes. I'm trying different varieties. I'm trying different companion plants next to each other. I'm trying different pollinators. I'm testing out a way to fix the greenhouse. They sent me the wrong cover to go on it, and I'm working on that. It's just an experiment year, and I have to admit I'm having more fun this year than I had the last year. Last year was a very tough year. We had a snow in the middle of summer for 2 days, the blizzard, and it nearly wiped everything out. It was surprising, though. I had one tomato in the field that I didn't cover at all, and it didn't kill it. It killed all the other ones, but that lone tomato, I think it was a striped Roman, and it stood up, and it just, it didn't get killed by 2 feet of snow or whatever the hell it was. Yeah, it's surprising kind of thing that happened. Now, that is not normal. It's probably because I usually leave tumbleweeds everywhere in the garden. Of course, I don't have them up here on top of the mountain, but, you know, when I was in the Front Range, there were tumbleweeds everywhere, and I didn't clear them out. They're a wonderful, wonderful plant, and I I do recommend keeping them in your garden, but that is going to be something that I talk about later on. You know, I've really come to appreciate quick growing vegetables. I think just having to start over with the move, being able to plop in radishes, busy fixing up things with the house, and then, you know, in 1 month they're there. All you have to do is keep watering them, and it's just such a blessing to be able to have that. And I've been trying to focus on getting different lettuces too that are quick growing, that do well in both the summer and the winter. I'm actually going to put up something on my catalog this year that is a year-round type of lettuce. It's a butterhead lettuce. Now this is a new radish in my garden, and it is my very favorite flavor I've ever had from a radish. So you need to check out my website, heirloommountain.com, this fall to find out what it is.